शुरू कर लेते हैं, हो जाएगा, शुरू हो गया। तो शुरू करते हैं प्रफुल्ल जी। तो
Hello. Yes.
yes, आ रही है आवाज। So yeah, we can start now. Today is the 14th day of this 21 days of International Day of Yoga celebration, and the aim is that with by organizing these webinars, the basic purpose is that we can uh, generate awareness, especially among the students, uh, about the various dimensions of yoga. Yoga is a uh, knowledge, actually Indian knowledge, and we should know about this. Uh, Basically, most of us know yoga as the only asana in Vyayam or for the from health point of view. But yoga is has a broader sense. It is not only related with asana. Asana is one part, but the
Correct.
basic aim of yoga is the union of individual self with the universal self. So
Yes.
it has a broad uh, dimensions, and there are the many traditions that are practiced in the name of yoga. So we have tried to um, create general awareness. So many practitioners were invited, and today we are fortunate that Sri Prafullaji is with us. I thanks him as he, um, in spite of his busy schedule, he has consented for this webinar, and he is joining with us from Pune. So before inviting Prafulji, I invite Saurabh Sharma to introduce Prafulji with the audience. Saurabh.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today we have with us Engineer Praful Devaskar as the resource person for the today's session. Praful Devaskar is DGM and Marketing Head in Kirloskar Pneumatic Company Limited, Pune. Sir is an avid researcher of Indian spiritual wisdom and practitioner of yoga since last 15 years. He has authored 2 books on spirituality, that is O Sage in English and Satya in Hindi. He has been published frequently in the Speaking Free column of the Times of India. Professionally, being in the core mechanical engineering field and marketing of industrial capital equipments, he is a fine blend of practicality and spirituality in human life. So, on behalf of Sri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya, I welcome you, sir, for today's session. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for a very nice brief introduction by Mr. Rajiv Shukla, and then you, Mr. Saurabh, a young, very energetic, person. I'm happy, actually. This is my, you can say, the chief interest in life, basically. And it's an opportunity that you people have provided me to speak about yoga. And especially it is with the young people that I am really keen to, either work with or speak around. Because as an individual, I can vouch that when I got really totally introduced to the yoga, I was already 28 years or more, in fact. Before that, like all of you or most of you, it was fun all the time. And yoga was considered something as a subject of an outside world. Okay, so like being students, being in the hostels and being around, moving around, the time wasn't there for anything of the type which can be called yoga. Yes, it was gym there, it was sports there, but classical yoga that we are talking too much about all the time around in the today's world wasn't there about 10-20 years ago. What I mean to say, you people or all the young generation, like my son also or my daughter also, are very, very fortunate. It's like investing, the sooner you start, the better the returns. Okay. So with this small preamble, you can say, or preface, I would come to the core subject. What is yoga? And what is yoga in totality? That is more important. As Rajiv ji has said, all of us are aware, or most of us are or have come across the physical part of yoga. Okay. My view or my experience in yoga says it gives you an all-round improvement. It makes you an all-rounder, in fact. And when I say that, what I mean is that primarily it has got at least three very, very important aspects. One is physical, of course. Yet another is internal. You see, in our body, the internal system, which we are not very much aware about, is run by the glands. You have pituitary gland, you have other glands, like liver is also a gland. And these glands actually control the inside of your body. Yoga gives a fillip to these glands. Yoga brings them to a harmony and make them work for what they are meant to work for. Okay. So internal system of the body is also something that yoga takes care of. And the third and the most important is your emotional environment. That is much less talked about. And in today's conditions, that is the most, you can say, most sensitive part of the whole life that is to be taken care of. The emotional environment of young people, the emotional environment that they carry after they kind of graduate, or they come into the actual corporate world, or in general, day to day, face to face with the life. See, the modern management called it emotional quotient, but this was very well thought about in our Indian wisdom. Unfortunately, yoga's physical part has been emphasized upon much more than what it has got to do with the emotional part. So yoga is something which will make you strong emotionally also. It will teach you how to process your emotions of hatred, emotion, negative as well as positive emotions. So this is how in totality what I feel yoga is all about. It gives you physical strength, physical well-being. Then it gives you, internal systems of your body streamlined. And then above all of them, it keeps you, or it makes you emotionally strong to face any of the life situations. This is the contribution of yoga. Now, what I will come across is, what is yoga? How do you define it? Because anything, if we want to do, there is an inner why in our subconscious. Anything, if you want to do, your subconscious will ask you why you want to do it. As I said, why has been answered by and large, that it gives you an all-round improvement in your life. It makes you strong. It makes you strong from inside, so that you can face various life situations amicably and impeccably. Okay. But what it is, as far as my experience goes, I think the best definition of yoga has been given us by the God Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna says yoga is इक्वेनिमिटी, समत्व जिसको हम बोलते हैं हिंदी में. एक बड़ा अच्छा श्लोक है. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah, it is continuing. तो एक बड़ा अच्छा श्लोक है जो गीता में आया है, वो मैं कहना चाहूंगा यहाँ पे. जब वो अर्जुन को बोलते हैं, वो बोलते हैं, योगस्था कुरु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा धनंजया सिद्धि असिद्धि समो भूत्वा योग उच्यते समत्वम योग उच्यते. Yeah. So equanimity is what yoga is all about. If you are in a position to be calm, cool, composed in all of the situations of your life, then you are in yoga. And to reach this situation is what we are doing all about. अगर हम आसन करते हैं, अगर हम प्राणायाम करते हैं, अगर हम ध्यान करते हैं, तो हमारा जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है, जो रिजल्ट हम देखना चाह रहे हैं, वो ये चाह रहे हैं कि हम ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ लाइफ सिचुएशंस को कूल और काम और कंपोज्ड वे में फेस कर सकें. Now, one very important aspect of this whole thing goes to the students. As a students, if I ask you, what is that one thing which is most important in a successful person's life? A single one thing for anybody. If anyone can contribute, yes, it can be interactive also. What is that simple thing, one thing that is most important for your success?
Mental
Yeah.
balance,
Mental balance, yes.
concentration,
Yeah, yes. I will call it, yeah, this is very near, in fact. And I know most of you will be around this only. I'll call it focus.
Happy and contented.
Yeah, to be happy and contented. Yes, very important.
satisfaction,
Satisfied. Yes. I will call it focused. And of course, you cannot be focused until unless you are mentally balanced, you are satisfied, you are contented. Can you be? Very difficult. Right? So in order to be focused, there is something you need to do, or you need to develop, you know. And that is what yoga is all about. The subject of meditation that we are talking about so much in these today's times. Dear ones, I tell you, meditation doesn't happen when you sit and concentrate by closing your eyes. I know, I do understand that it is very difficult for the young students to be sitting like a, sannyasi and doing that. Believe me, anything that you fully absorbed, even if you are doing a paper fully absorbed, forgetting the time, सराउंडिंग्स, जो कि हम हिंदी में कहते हैं देशकाल परिस्थिति, जब उसका भान आपको टूट जाता है, and you are absorbed in your work on your hand, you are into meditation. Have any of you felt like, even for one very small time, any one of you have felt like that, अगर थोड़ा देर के लिए हम किसी चीज में डूब के काम करते हैं, तो उसके बाद हमारे लिए जो है एनर्जी का ड्रेन नहीं महसूस होता. इनफैक्ट वी फील लिटिल बिट बेटर. Is it an experience? Anyone? If you have been absorbed into something, चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स ही हो, चाहे वो कोई अच्छी बुक हो, जब आप सब कुछ भूल के और डूब के कुछ करते हैं, तो आप energized हो जाते हैं. You don't feel drain of energy. In fact, you feel more energized. You feel blissful.
even don't feel hunger.
Even don't feel hunger also. Yes. So that is what I just wanted to communicate to you all, my dear young friends, that don't take yoga as a very serious or something that is done inside or around or in Himalayas or inside a cave or something like that. It has got very much to do with your day-to-day life. Yeah. So the result of yoga, as I just tried to explain, is cool, composed, contented, happy, focused, whatever we have talked about. There is one more important word I would like to say, जो कि कहा जाता है, लेकिन उसको समझना तब तक आपको मुश्किल होगा जब तक आप योगा में आएंगे नहीं. That word is called awareness. Actually, yoga is nothing but being in awareness all the time, most of the time. अब अवेयरनेस को अपन क्या बोलेंगे हिंदी में? सजगता बोलेंगे, होश में होना. Whenever we are in thought world, dream world, we are not into awareness. Whenever we are into here and now, present, जैसे मैं अभी बोल रहा हूं और आप लोग सुन रहे हैं, if you are 100% here, you are fully aware. If you are 90% here, you are 90% aware. But if you are thinking maybe about your boyfriend or a girlfriend, probably you are not here. Or if you are thinking some movie, Netflix or something, you are not at all aware. Have I explained it? Being aware means being into the situation, being into the movement. योगा से ये एक बहुत बड़ी विभूति आपको प्राप्त होती है. विभूति means some blessing, some kind of a gift that comes to your way. When you do yoga, you are automatically aware. Most of the time you are aware actually. Most of the time. See, 100% awareness is not possible. I do understand. क्योंकि अगर हम कुछ सोचेंगे ही नहीं, कुछ विचार ही नहीं करेंगे तो वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. We dream, we think, we get hurt, we are affected emotionally. But yoga contributes you to minimize these affectations. Do you get it? Yoga helps you to be more into now and less into the dreams. So it makes you, in fact, more efficient. Much more efficient than a normal person. So that is what is the contribution of yoga. And we should be proud of our Indian spiritual wisdom, our ancient rishis and yogis who have found this science. And it has been practiced for years together, at least more than 10,000 years. There is a history of yoga. There is a, culture of yoga in this country. And it has proved, it's time proven, time tested. So I will advise all of you, my young friends, there are many ways. And Rajiv ji is already established yoga practitioner. You can find other ways also. But always keep in your mind that this will give you an all-round, in all-round well-being and wellness in your personality. This is what is the greatest contribution of yoga. Okay. I will finish off with an anecdote to make my things simple and clear. एक सूफी स्टोरी है, ऐसा कह सकते हैं. Take it symbolically. Okay. There was a woodpecker or woodcutter, you can say. लकड़हारा जिसको हम बोलते हैं. वो हर दिन जंगल में जाता था, बड़ी मुश्किल से लकड़ी काटता था, बड़ी मुश्किल से अपना घर चला पाता था. और रास्ते में एक सूफी संत बैठे रहते थे, वो ध्यान में मगन रहते थे. एक दिन सूफी संत ने उसको कहा, लकड़हारे को, बेटे जहां तक तुम जाते हो उसके थोड़े ही आगे जाओगे ना तो वहां एक तांबे की खदान है, थोड़ा उधर से खोद के लाओ, तुम्हारा काम अच्छा चलने लगेगा. अब लकड़हारा पहली बार उसने सुना, अनसुना उसने किया, बोला ठीक है, अब जंगल को मुझसे अच्छा ज्यादा कौन जानता है, छोड़ो ये ऐसी बातें बहुत करता है, मेरे काम तो ऐसे ही चलने वाला है. लेकिन जब वो जंगल में अपना लकड़ी काट रहा था, उसको ध्यान में आया कि यार इतने दिन तक तो मैं यहीं आता रहा, चलो थोड़ा आगे चल के देखता हूँ. आगे चल के गया, खुदाई की, देखा वास्तव में वहां तांबे की खदान थी. तांबा आ गया हाथ में, अब तो बढ़िया पैसा आ गया उसके लिए, तो वही सोना था. काफी दिन काम चलने लगा. फिर अब जब रोज रोज नहीं जाना पड़ता था, महीने 2 महीने में एक बार जाने पड़ता था, फिर गया, एक बार जा रहा था. अब थोड़ा कहानी सिंबॉलिक है, आप उसी तरीके से लीजिएगा. फिर सूफी संत ने उसको टोका, बेटे तू फिर रुक गया जहां तक मैंने बोला था, उसके थोड़े और आगे जा, वहां सोने की खदान है. अब ये चौंक गया. लकड़हारा से सोचा, यार ये बात तो सही है, मैंने थोड़ा और आगे जाके देखा नहीं. इस बार वो गया और वास्तव में वहां पे सोने की खदान निकली. अब तो माला माल हो गया, 6-8 महीने का काम हो गया, बढ़िया, साल भर का काम हो गया. फिर साल भर बाद गया, अभी वो वहीं तक जाता था, थोड़ा बहुत लाता था खोद खाद के. फिर वो एक दिन फिर सूफी संत ने टोका, बेटा तू फिर रुक गया, थोड़ा और आगे जाके देख, तो वहां हीरे की खदान है. अब लकड़हारा थोड़ा परेशान हो गया. उसने बोला, हीरा होता तो पहले ही लोग ढूंढ लेते, पर फिर भी गया वहां पे, वास्तव में हीरे की खदान निकल आई. थोड़ा बहुत आ गया, माला माल हो गया, बहुत दिन फिर गए एकदम से. अब उसने सोचा कि अब तो मुझे कभी भी जंगल जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. लेकिन सूफी संत भी कहाँ रुकने वाले थे. उसने बोला सूफी संत ने कि बेटा तू अब रुक गया फिर से, उसके आगे तूने सोचा नहीं क्या होगा। तो अब ये भी बंदा जो है काफी धनी हो गया था। इसने बोला अरे छोड़िए संत महाराज, अब हीरे के आगे कहाँ क्या है कुछ दुनिया में। तो संत महाराज ने एक ही उनसे बात कही कि बेटा ऐसे हीरे के आगे अगर कुछ नहीं है तो तूने एक बात क्यों नहीं सोची कि जिस सूफी फकीर के पास कुछ नहीं है और उसको सारी हीरे सोने की खदान का पता मालूम है, तो वहां यहाँ बैठे बैठे क्या कर रहा है, वो क्यों नहीं जाता और हीरे ले आता। बात तो सही थी। तो लकड़हारे ने पूछा बताइए बाबा उसके आगे क्या है। तो फिर बाबा ने बोला बेटे उसके आगे ध्यान है, धन के आगे ध्यान है। तो उसकी लकड़हारे की द वुड कटर की जो टोटल थिंकिंग थी दैट हैज चेंज्ड। व्हाट आई वांटेड टू से, अगर आप योगा के रास्ते में आते हैं तो आगे बढ़ते जाइए, आपको सोना भी मिलेगा, हीरा भी मिलेगा और उसके आगे भी काफी कुछ मिलेगा। जस्ट टेक अ जंप, just take a dip along with your student's life, your young life. Enjoy. There is nothing wrong in doing things that is good for your well-being or your happiness. But at the same time, think in this direction also. Do some physical asanas, then do asan pranayam. Then there is something like called kriya. Kriya in yoga is called internal cleansing. Okay. इंटरनल क्लींसिंग मीन्स व्हाट आई टॉट यू अबाउट द ग्लैंड्स एटसेट्रा। तो राजीव जी से आप डिस्कस कीजिए, देयर इज अ वेरी गुड प्रोग्राम अवेलेबल, इट विल क्लींस यू इंटरनली एंड देन इट विल हेल्प यू बी वेरी वेरी इमोशनली स्ट्रांग इन ऑल दी सिचुएशंस ऑफ लाइफ। ओके, और उसके आगे फिर ध्यान, और ध्यान किया नहीं जाता। जब आप इतना सब करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिक किसी दिन आपका ध्यान हो जाएगा, कभी आपका पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छा मन लग जाएगा, कभी ऐसे ही ध्यान लग जाएगा, तब आपको पता लगेगा ध्यान क्या है। With this, I would like to give it a stop and open the forum for any questions if there are.
Yeah, Manisha madam, unmute the participants so they can ask the question. Yes, Amit ji.
Sir, can you explain your experiences after doing these yoga activities in life?
Yeah.
What changes you feel after
Yes.
practicing this?
Yes. See, there are very impromptu way में मैं दो तीन चीजें बता सकता हूँ. I started actually doing very religiously, you can say, after 2005 or 2006. Before that, I used to do some asanas. लेकिन उसके बाद में अपने आप ही ये रास्ता मिला. रास्ता मिलने के बाद में जो आपका क्वेश्चन है कि what changes have come, first change that has come is that I am very much composed in all these situations. My reactions to a particular situation or an emotional happening has changed after this, number one. Number two, the physical well-being has improved a lot, though I was a sports person in my times, but after that, when I came into corporate environment, my line of this thing was in industrial marketing. And in industrial marketing, you have to move around a lot, you have conferences, and in the young age, everything happens that happens to all other young people. So it happened to me also. Okay. But then when I came into yoga, I am happy. I can eat anything today, I can drink anything today. I have nothing, no inhibitions, number one. और एक सबसे बड़ी लास्ट चीज ये हुई कि बहुत सारी चीजें मैंने आज तक जो छोड़ना थी वो कभी ऐसी मेहनत करके नहीं छोड़ी, दे स्टॉप्ड ऑटोमेटिकली. जब आप योगा में आते हैं तो आपके चारों तरफ एक परकोटा सा हो जाता है, जिसको आज हम इम्यूनिटी कह रहे हैं ना इस करंट पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन में. इट्स ऑलरेडी देयर विथ योगा. And I used to drink, I left it just like that one day. I used to eat non-veg, I just left like that one day. And I'm happy, I'm very light also. So ये जो छोटी मोटी चीजें हैं लाइफ की, ये मेरे को बेनिफिट हुआ. Yes. Hope I have been able to answer your question, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening. Yeah.
Sir, they just told us that you are in a B2B marketing, and it
Yes.
requires a lot of traveling. Not only traveling, but a lot of sales and marketing pressure. So how you manage to do yoga while doing traveling and all these things, sir? That is
हाँ
more
हाँ
important.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, यस 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 यस। एक बात आपको इसमें मैं कहना चाहूंगा, बिकॉज दिस इज माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस, दो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इफ इट इज रेगुलर, but as you already said, my schedule, you know, and everything, this may not be possible, but the beauty is whenever you find time, you feel like coming back to it. That is important.
So means that
Okay.
we don't need to follow any schedule. We
No,
can
no,
do
no,
it.
no, not at all, not at all. That's what I said. We have been given a very, very, you know, very, very classical way of thinking. Okay, 5 बजे उठना है, फिर उसके बाद में ये see, if you can manage it, nothing like it. What I will get in 50 years, maybe you will get in 20 or 10 years also. But what if I can do it? If I take a flight at 12 p.m. midnight, or if you take a flight, suppose early morning 4 a.m. तो मेरी flight है, 2 बजे उठ के जाना है, तो मैं करूंगा कहाँ से?
Yes, yes.
But make it very convenient, make it practical. And when you have Sunday, Saturdays, and once, ये तो एक नशा है, अच्छी वाली शराब है ये, एक बार लग जाती है ना तो बार बार आप उसकी तरफ जाते हो।
और सर कंपनी की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ती इसके लिए।
हाँ, yes, you can always do it alone.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, any question? Pooja? And this किया किसी ने?
Sir, can I ask?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
surely. You're welcome.
Sir, marketing environment is very, very dynamic nowadays.
Yes.
Sir, how you maintain energy to communicate with the different types of people, and how you manage and lead your team? How?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
योगा का क्या इसमें कंट्रीब्यूशन है, किस तरह
Yes.
से इफेक्टिवनेस से आप लीड कर पाते हैं सर?
Yes. 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 I tell you my personal experience. I don't know much about the others.
सर समटाइम्स मार्केटिंग में झूठ भी बोलना रहता है, क्योंकि
Yes.
पॉसिबल नहीं कि 100% अगर आप ओरिजिनलिटी या ट्रुथ पे चले तो ही मार्केटिंग पॉसिबल है।
Yes.
तो
Yes.
सर ये कैसे मैनेज होता है? बिकॉज योगिक प्रैक्टिस जो करते हैं उनका जो वो अलाउ नहीं करता उनको कि मैं ऐसा नहीं करूं, बट वो करना पड़ता है उस डेजिग्नेशन पर रहते हुए। तो सर ये कैसे मैनेज करते हैं आप?
Okay, okay. You have questions within the questions. Actually, there are many questions. I will come to it one by one. Okay. First is a dynamism, and how do you manage, right?
Yes, sir.
See, by my nature, I was very short-tempered earlier, and in marketing or sales, short-tempered is a liability, which I realized at a lot later time. Okay. So जहां तक एनर्जी का सवाल है, या वो है एनर्जी जो है 3-4 चीजों से आती है आपको। you get energy from food, you get energy from sleep, you get energy from strong internal emotional environment. Pleasant meditative mind is a source of energy. Please note this, which is not normally discussed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you go to your work with a little bit of meditation or little bit of kriya workout, you are more energetic than others, you are more decisive, you are more efficient. तो वो जो काम आपको पहले बहुत बड़ा लग रहा था वो मिनटों में हो जाता है। मैं बड़े सिंपल शब्दों में आपको बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है। और दूसरा जो मैंने बताया कि योगा का मतलब ये है, आप तब तक योगी नहीं है जब तक आप कूल एंड कंपोज नहीं रह सकते। इफ somebody puts up my triggers and I lose my temper, then I am not a yogi. तो ये इतने जल्दी नहीं आता है। I agree with that. It doesn't come so fast or so early. But when you see the effects, very conspicuously in your day-to-day life, then you start believing it. और जब आपको किसी चीज में विश्वास हो जाता है तो आप उसके पीछे लग जाते हो, ठीक है। तो over the period of time, it has improved like that. There is a work pressure, there is a target pressure, there is a very heavy pressure, and in addition to that, a team of people are reporting to me, and people are not all the same. People have their own idiosyncrasies.
Yes, sir. It was a big question कि every kind of people, सभी लोग आपको अच्छे नहीं मिलते। कुछ टीम में ऐसे होते हैं जो काम चोरी भी करते हैं, मक्कारी भी करते हैं, उनको लीड करना यानी काइंड ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ लाइक एनर्जी लगता है
हाँ
उनको
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
उनसे
यहाँ
काम
पे जो मैंने
निकलवाना।
अवेयरनेस वाली जो शब्द बोली ना, वो यहाँ पे है। सी, हमारी एक बेसिक मिस्टेक ये होती है कि हम समझते हैं दुनिया में सब हमारे जैसे हैं। अगर मैं योगी हूं तो मुझे लगता है शायद सभी योगी हूँ।
यस सर, वो कैसे मैनेज करते, हर
तो
तरह के बंदे
नो,
टीम
यू
में
हैव टू
तो।
एक्सेप्ट। हाँ, एक शब्द मैं नहीं बोल पाया इस वाले उसमें, विथ योगा। अगर वो करेक्ट योगा है, इफ यू आर अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ ए करेक्ट पीपुल और करेक्ट एनवायरमेंट, you also develop acceptance, which is a very very important part of yoga. Until if you don't accommodate, if you're not able to accept the evil as much as the good, you're not a yogi. तो दुनिया में बुरा भी है, वो एक्सेप्टेंस एक बार आ जाता है ना, तो आपको फिर गुस्सा नहीं आता। ओके,
यस सर।
देन यू आर एबल टू टेक मच मोर बेटर डिसीजंस, मच इन्फॉर्म्ड डिसीजन। ये एक बात हो गई। अब आपका एक और लास्ट का क्वेश्चन था कि झूठ बोलना हो तो वो कैसे बोलते हैं। Was this the question or was not? क्योंकि मार्केटिंग में इट इज सेड दैट यू हैव टू टेल लाइज।
यस सर, यस सर।
या
मेरे
इसमें
मेरे
मैं दो बातों का ध्यान रखता हूँ।
यस सर, मेरे एक प्रीवियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मैनेजर थे, तो वो अभी कहीं पर एचआर मैनेजर है, सीनियर। तो मैंने उनको कहा था कि आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आ जाऊं, तो बोले नहीं, तुम झूठ नहीं बोल पाओगे, आप इस मतलब जो वर्क है उसमें झूठ बोलना पड़ता है।
No, it's a very practical question and in this today's life, but you know it has not been analyzed properly. You see, जब आपको झूठ बोलना होता है उसके पहले एक पूरी स्टेप होती है। वो स्टेप ये होती है कि आपको पता नहीं रहता है कि आप क्यों झूठ बोलना चाहते हो और आप झूठ बोल देते हो, जस्ट टू अवॉइड ए लिटिल डिस्कम्फर्ट। थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल से बताता हूँ। किसी को मैंने ऑर्डर लिया, उसका इक्विपमेंट बन के आज जाना चाहिए था, मुझे पता है कि आज वो नहीं जा पाएगा। Now there are two ways. Either I straight away say that बॉस निकल रहा है आज आपका, कल तक परसों तक मैं आपको दे दूंगा एलआर नंबर, तो कल परसों तक की बात टल गई। और I can say straight away, boss, I am sorry, it couldn't happen and it will not happen for another 3-4 days. Or I just say call and don't say anything and wait for what is his request or requirement. ये 2-4 स्टेप्स होती हैं, ये बिना अवेयरनेस के नहीं आएंगी। आप पहली स्टेप सबसे ज्यादा प्रेफर करोगे कि चलो एक बार बोल दो ना, झूठ दे दो गोली, बाद में देखा जाएगा 3 दिन बाद। नो, मेरा ऐसा जो है इस बात में एक्सपीरियंस है कि आप अगर कहीं बिल्कुल ही सच नहीं बोल सकते हो तो ट्राई टू बी साइलेंट। डू नॉट टेल ए लाई वेरी इजीली, लाइज आर वेरी कॉस्टली, डू नॉट स्पेंड देम। जैसा पैसे खर्च होता है ना, ऐसे झूठ बोलो। एक बात। दूसरी बात, टेक द फर्स्ट स्टेप और सेकंड स्टेप, वट एवर आई सेड जस्ट नाउ, बी इन द फ्रंट, टेक द बुल बाय द फ्रंट, by his horns, say them, sorry sir, it didn't happen, I promised you, but it couldn't happen, I'm sorry. At least you will gain some credibility. And over the years of my 25 years in marketing, I have won more orders by this way than giving a false hope. That's all I can say.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, last question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, when your bosses are asking you to go for a prediction of a sales, and you know that this time it is not going to be a good figure, then how you will react to it, sir?
May I request your question again, actually?
Sir, when the issue is that when your bosses are asking you for the sales prediction of the coming year, and you know that the conditions are not good, then how will you respond to it, sir?
How will I respond to it? Well, conditions, I know that they are not good, then I will have to say sales are not going to be good.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, very much.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
So the issue is that when the figures are not good for sales figures, and when it is supposed to be not good in the coming year or coming time also, and when you have been asked to give the projections, then how you will react to it, sir?
No, this this is a very practical question. Last year only this has happened, and this year also. We have all been through this what we call predicament. This impossible situation last year also and this year also. You see, we did supposing if we did 100 this year, we could not do even say 70 or 50, whatever it is. So this is a situation. Now the answer is, how do I mean, the question is, how do I mean, face it? Is it?
Yes.
The
Yes.
question
Yes,
is,
sir.
how do I?
How you will deal it, sir?
Yeah. इसमें थोड़ा सा 2-3 aspects हैं. See, it largely depends on your management approach also. See, if the situation is not good, it is not good for me only. It's not good for the whole of India, isn't it? So if the management is understanding, and second thing, you should, whatever you say or whatever you propose, it should be with full conviction. And conviction doesn't come until unless you are honest with what you are proposing. If you say, साहब पूरा खत्म हो गया, मैं तो 100 की जगह 10 ही कर पाऊंगा, and nobody will accept it actually. But if you propose it a very, transparent manner, and if your management is understanding enough, you can definitely reach reasonable understanding or reasonable truce. Do you understand? Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Nobody expects you to make 100 as a 150 in a situation when the things are not really good. But at the same time, nobody expects you to make it 25 also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And then this is first thing, that present practically, realistically, and with full conviction and with full transparency. This is number one. And second is, this is little too idealistic. And second is, be prepared. Give some indication to your management that if things improve, we will leave no stone unturned. Because your objective or your target is not to do the less. Your objective is target is to do the realistic. That is make sense. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
तो मेरे ख्याल से आज की सत्र यही समाप्त की जाए, क्योंकि इसमें सर मोस्टली participants are from management field, sir. So that's why they are finding this an opportunity to.
They are most welcome actually. I mean, because that's what my whole life's missions is also there. How yoga can be, practically implemented, and I am very happy the students have asked actually all the practical aspects of it.
So this is a learning from two-way learning, not only from.
I hope they must have enjoyed. I don't know. Maybe because I don't speak too much actually. I mean, not very frequently. Of course, I speak much in front of my clients, but that's altogether a different subject.
No,
so I don't know, from student side, it will be good if they have really enjoyed it, or I don't know. I have tried my level best to present whatever I thought is good for the students community. Yes.
No, sir, they have enjoyed, sir. They have enjoyed very much, and the knowledge, two-way knowledge, not only the yoga but also their professional. That
yes,
as a professional. So you rightly said that yoga is not that you should exclude from the environment or go to chaos, etc. The doing is also part of yoga. And you rightly quoted one quote from that Bhagavad Gita, Samatvam Yog Uchyate. In the same line, there is also one slok, that is the Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam.
Yes, very much.
Skillfully action, that is a योग. That means हम जितने फोकस होके हम काम करते हैं, जो आपने एग्जांपल दिया कि मन लगा के काम करते हैं, तो भी एक योग है. तो योग कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है कि वो आउट ऑफ रीच, ऐसी वस्तु नहीं है. इट इज डेली हम कर सकते हैं, इसको प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट द अवेयरनेस, सजगता, दैट इज आउटकम. और सजगता होने से, अवेयरनेस होने से हमारा वे ऑफ लाइफ इट कैन चेंज. जो हम सोचते हैं, जो काम करने का तरीका है, वो चेंज हो सकता है जब हम अपने अवेयरनेस के साथ काम करें, सजगता के साथ काम करें. तो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण सूत्र आपने दिए. बहुत ही कम समय में एक सार गर्भित सेशन रहा. सबने बहुत एंजॉय किया. सब यहाँ पे थैंक्स दे रहे हैं. थैंक यू सर, लॉर्ड. Or
it's been a pleasure for me. Yes, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you,
it
sir.
Always feels really very good for interacting with young students, actually, young community, young friends. Yes.
And this technology has also, thanks to technology also, it has
Yes.
facilitated. And you are joining from Pune, so
Yeah.
this virtual phenomena, it has helped in connectivity as well. So thank
Correct.
you, sir. Thank you very much for your precious time. और
Thank
या
you. Thank you very much.
लास्ट वन क्वेश्चन था कि आप कैसे
Yeah, yeah.
करते हैं, मतलब कभी शेड्यूल फॉलो नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो देखिए
जी.
आपको फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Normally we are organizing this webinars is from 6 p.m. but today we have organized it, successfully organized from 7 p.m. So the flexibility is very important. ठीक, तो जरूरी नहीं है कि कोई बंधन नहीं कि आपको 5 बजे अपन करें जो प्रैक्टिस है. इट कैन बी
Correct.
कर सकते हैं अपने समय के हिसाब से, जैसे हमको परिस्थिति है उसके हिसाब से वी कैन फ्लेक्सिबल इनफ. विद दिस वर्ड, थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रफुल्ल सर.
Thanks all. Thank you,
Thank
Rajiv
you,
ji.
sir.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
everyone else. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. My pleasure. Bye-bye.